Hello. Welcome back to Can Pick One Art. I am Bimna here, and today we are getting our hands artsy with some botanical illustration. So, as you probably know, my life used to be all about flowers. I was a floral designer. And if you are a long-time subscriber, you might remember my old floral videos. Go on, click up here if you want to see some of my floral making adventures. Anyway, I thought why not combine my loves? So, we are going to create an illustration inspired by this stunning floral arrangement right here. First things first, I jotted down a list of all the flowers in this arrangement and then did a super rough sketch. Think of it as a brainstorm on paper. Obviously, I cannot fit every single blooms into one illustration, so I picked out a select few. And here's a result, a refined pencil sketch. Can you spot the Art Nouveau vibes? It is one of my favorite styles. I'm pretty pleased with how this turned out, so it's time for the mighty pen. For my paper, I'm using my trusty 400 series mixed media paper. It's my go-to even over fancy watercolor paper. And for pens, you know I have my favorites. These are my absolute must-haves, and I will be mostly reaching for my 0.3 and 0.5 sizes. Now, some artists skip the ink outline when watercoloring, but me? I grew up on manga, so I love the bold, clean outline. Before we get into that, wanna see my very first botanical drawing with just pencils and watercolor? Link is up top. And guess what? I even included a free PDF to draw flowers for easy breezy. Outlining takes time, especially if you are aiming for that consistent line. It took me several hours to outline, seriously. Finally, the outlining is done. No, hold on. I see some empty spaces at the bottom. Alright, another hour this afternoon, and now it is officially finished. Time for the juicy part, coloring. My color choices for this illustration are pretty intentional. I'm sticking to the arrangement's beautiful palette. Think white, creams, various yellows, some lovely green yellows, and a whole spectrum of greens. I might sneak in a touch of peach. For supplies, I'm mixing it up with watercolor pencils and traditional watercolors. Grab your brushes, and for a palette, I'm just using a simple acrylic panel like this. So let's get our art station looking fabulous. With watercolors, the golden rule is usually start light, right? Well, I'm starting with water. Can get lighter than that. For those adorable chamomile flowers, I'm mixing up a beautiful yellowish cream using white and lemon yellow. Just soft, casual strokes. So this is just a first layer, so I'm treating it lightly. I will add darker colors later. Then it's on to the spirea with a delicate peach. And these tiny wonders, spirea flowers, up close they're just incredible, like little fluffy round bundles of joy. A few hours in, and my table is a glorious mess. Here's a little progress pic and a fun surprise. I didn't plan for a blue and green background, but it just happened. And I actually love it. Sometimes you just gotta follow the flow, right? I'm using the watercolor pencils to fill in those spaces. I chose multiple colors here: blue jeans, violet, cobalt blue, turquoise blue for now. I will add more colors later. And it's always so satisfying to activate those colors. This is just the first layer, so we are keeping it soft. Now for the flowers themselves. I've already got a few layers down, so now it's all about that delicious detail. Building up depths with darker tones. Have you ever really looked at a tulip? They have so many cool fine lines. I'm adding those in now. I won't bore you with every single stroke, so let's fast forward to the moment of truth. Yay, coloring is done. So what do you think of this piece? I ended up adding a bit more peach to the chamomile and hesperia to tie everything together. And for the final touch, I used a sorrel silver on the center part. I'm really hoping the camera captures that gentle sparkle because it's even prettier in person. Overall, I'm pretty chuffed with this illustration. How about you? And of course, I had to scan this baby and play around in Photoshop. This is what I got. I always learn something new when I just mess around with colors digitally. And here are some of my botanical drawings. Yay! If you're totally hooked on botanical art and want to learn more, hit that subscribe button and join the Can't Pick One Art family. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you next week. Bye!